Internal Revenue Service, Form W. You take the percentage, but you deny the person. It's the perfect crime. The ghost who pays the bill for a house he can't enter, ghost witness. Audit in the taxpayer's paradox.
Yo, check the stub, check the line, see the math on the page. A modern day tribute for a digital age. FICA taken out, state tax gone. Before the first light of the early morning dawn, I'm paying for the roads that I'm scared to drive, just to keep the American engine alive. I'm funding the school where the kids get a meal, while I'm hiding in the shadows of the corporate will. Billions in the vault, from the hands in the dirt. Healing the nation while I'm living in the hurt. No social security when my back starts to break. Just to thank you for the money that the bureaucrats take. You call me a drain, but the ledger is clear. I'm the one holding up the budget every year. I pay for the pension of the man in the suit who spends his whole day trying to poison my root. It's taxation without a single voice in the hall. Paying for the bricks of your beautiful wall. I'm the most honest player in a rigged up game, signing the check with a ghost of a name. The taxpayer's paradox, the ultimate lie. Funding a system that wants me to die. I'm the silent investor, the ghost in the bank, while the ship of the justice is the one that just sank. Ghost witness screaming, the numbers don't lie. You're living off the sweat of the illegal guy. You take the gold, but you leave the chain. Building your castle on my finance pain. Yo, I'm paying for the sirens, I'm paying for the lights, I'm paying for the judges who are stripping my rights. I'm paying for the fuel in the ice patrol van. The most twisted up logic in the history of man. If I lose my job, there's no safety net, just a cold-blooded reach of the national debt. No unemployment, no stimulus check, just the government rope tightening around my neck. You love the I-10, you love the flow, but you hate the person that you're pretending to know. The infrastructure's built on the migrants' dime, but being here to pay it is treated like crime. Look at the surplus, look at the gain, look at the billions you harvest from the rain of the undocumented labor that you never claimed. Until it's time to find someone to blame. I'm the backbone of the treasury, the secret of the Fed, keeping the whole damn country out of the red. But when the doctor's bill comes, I'm on my own, a king of the tribute on a cardboard throne. Ghost witness is right in the audit of the year, exposing the greed and the political fear. You can't have the money and deport the source. That's a bankruptcy of morals as a matter of course. Gross pay minus the fear, net pay minus the future. The IRS doesn't care about your status as long as the check clears. Ghost witness. The taxpayer's paradox, the ultimate lie. Funding a system that wants me to die. I'm the silent investor, the ghost in the bank, while the ship of the justice is the one that just sank. Ghost witness screaming, the numbers don't lie. You're living off the sweat of the illegal guy. You take the gold, but you leave the chain. Building your castle on my financial pain. Section 21. The ghost attitude. We're the only ones paying for a service we'll never use. Who's the real debtor here? Ghost witness. I'm checking your math. 69 tracks left. I'm out.
The desert was the first test. The debt is the second 10,000 for the walk. But the interest is paid in blood. You crossed the line, but the line is still around your neck. Ghost witness, calculating the price of the coyote's debt.
Yo, I made it to the city, I made it past the heat, but I'm still walking on glass in the middle of the street. 10 racks for the shadow, 10 racks for the guy with a ghost in my pocket and nowhere to hide. Every paycheck I earn, every hour I sweat is a drop in the ocean of the coyote's death. They got my mother's address, they got my brother's name, playing a deadly and high stakes financial game. The interest is rising, the pressure is cold, a story of a body that's already been sold. I work in the kitchen, I work in the rain, just to send back the tribute and quiet the pain. One late payment and the phone starts to ring, with the kind of terror that the monsters bring. We know where you sleep, we know where you go. That's the rhythm of the life in the underground flow. I escaped the cartel, I escaped the war, just to find a new master at the American door. It's a mortgage on breathing, a tax on the soul. keeping the survivor under total control. The coyote's dead, the price of the sand, a heavy-ass chain in the promised land. Working for the shadow, living in the fear of a predator's voice whispering in the ear. Ghost witness screaming from the bottom of the well, documenting the math of this living hell. You can't pay for freedom with a criminal's loan, in a world where the interest is etched in the bone. Yo, the smuggler is smiling, his pockets are deep, while I'm losing my mind and I'm losing my sleep. They call it protection, they call it a favor, but it's just a taste of a bitter in labor. The system built a wall and the wall built a man, with the black market map and the blood on his hand. If there was a door, there wouldn't be a fee, but the policy creates the whole industry. I'm a slave to the why, a slave to the app, sending the money to avoid the trap. They tell me I'm free, they tell me I'm home, but I'm still a prisoner under the neon dome. I saw a girl working in the back of the club, paying off the debt with every tear and every rub. The debt is the anchor, the debt is the war that makes the bravest of humans feel incredibly small. But the ghost is a witness, I'm breaking the code of the predatory debt on this dusty old road. You can take the money, you can make the threat, but you'll never own the spirit that you haven't broken yet. The truth is the currency that's gonna set us free from the coyote's grip and the state's hypocrisy. Interest, extortion, exile. The crossing wasn't the end, it was the invoice. The wall didn't stop the flow, it just raised the price. Ghost witness. The coyote's dead, the price of the sand, a heavy-ass chain in the promised land. Working for the shadow, living in the fear of a predator's voice whispering in the ear. Ghost witness screaming from the bottom of the well, documenting the math of this living hell. You can't pay for freedom with a criminal's loan, in a world where the interest is etched in the bone. Section 20, the shadow creditor. The debt is a ghost that follows you everywhere. Ghost witness, I'm the light in your dark accounts. 70 stories left to tell, I'm out. Yeah. Sound of a rolling metal cart, a distant police siren, and a woman yelling tamales. Concrete market, sidewalk dreams. They want the vibe of the city, but they hate the vendors. You can't have the flavor without the hustle. Ghost witness, reporting from the corner of survival and greed. Yo, 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 yo. The sun hits the pavement, the city starts to hum. I'm setting up the station before the sirens come. 5 a.m. hustle, ice in the fruit, trying to make $1 in a secondhand suit. The corner is my office, the sky is my roof. My calloused up hands are the ultimate proof of a man trying to live, of a woman trying to lead in the jungle of concrete and corporate greed. But here comes the cruiser, the flash of the light, turning a peaceful morning into a legal fight. Move it along, says the man with the badge, while he's looking for a reason, looking for a catch. They seize the oranges, they throw away the bread, while the children at home are waiting to be fed. It's a war on the sidewalk, a battle for the curb, where just being present is enough to disturb the quality of life. But whose life do they mean? The one in the penthouse or the one in the scene? Cleaning up the streets by removing the soul, keeping the immigrant under total control. It's the street vendor blues, the rhythm of the cart, feeding the city from the depths of the heart. Confiscated dreams on the cold precinct floor, while we're just trying to open up a different door. Ghost witness speaking for the hustle and the heat, for every mother selling flowers on a busy ass street. You can take the cart, you can take the stand, but you can't take the grit from a working man's hand. Yo, I see the tamale lady ducking in the alley, doing the math of a life-size tally. 3 tickets this month, that's $1,000 hit, in a system that's designed to make you wanna quit. But she's back the next day with the steam and the spice, paying the invisible and heavy set price. You want the culture for your Instagram posts, but you turn into a ghost when she needs you the most. I see the made in China in the big box store, while you're arresting the guy for the fruit at your door. The irony is bitter, the hypocrisy is loud, persecuting the humble to satisfy the proud. They want the sidewalks empty, sterile and gray, where nobody has a reason to linger or stay. But we are the color, we are the sound, we are the heartbeat of the gunner grown. From the churro bags to the mangoes with lime, surviving is treated like a federal crime. But the ghost is a witness, I'm marking the spot where the blood and the sweat are all that we've got. Keep your permits and your red tape lines, we'll keep the hustle that the city defines. Oranges,
flowers, churros. Fear the city is hungry, but the city is cold. Decriminalize the hustle, ghost witness. It's the street vendor blues, the rhythm of the cart. Feed in the city from the depths of the heart. Confiscated dreams on a cold precinct floor while we're just trying to open up a different door. Ghost witness speaking for the hustle and the heat. For every mother selling flowers on a busy ass street. You can take the cart, you can take the stand, but you can't take the grit from a working man's hand. Yeah, Section 19, the sidewalk war. Flavor stays, even when the vendor is gone. Ghost witness, I'm the spice in your shadow. 71 tracks left, I'm out.
You called us heroes when you were afraid to leave your homes. You called us essential when the shelves were empty. But now the masks are off, and you're calling the police again. Ghost witness, exposing the lie of the essential, but illegal.
Yo, the world stopped spinning, the streets went dead while the illegal hands kept the nation fed. In the meat packing plants where the virus was rife, we traded our health for a corporate life. No mask, no gloves, just a thank you sign while we were standing on the front of the line. You clapped from the balcony at 7 o'clock while we were bleeding on the loading dock. Essential to the profit, essential to the plate, but still illegal in the eyes of the state. You needed the harvest, you needed the clean, you needed the cogs in the survival machine. But when the stimulus checks were flying around, our names were the ones that couldn't be found. Risking the lungs, risking the breath, navigating a maze of a televised death. A hero in the morning, a ghost in the night, caught in a system that refuses to do right. You love the service, but you hate the soul, keeping the migrant in a deep dark hole. Essential but illegal, the paradox agree. We're the only ones who gave you what you need. A hero when it's desperate, a criminal when it's done, hiding from the law under a pandemic sun. Ghost witness screaming, the irony is deep, while the conscience of the country is falling asleep. If we were essential enough to die for the land, we're essential enough to have a home where we stand. Yo, I saw the nurses with no papers in their file, saving your life with a terrified smile. I saw the delivery guys on the I-bike lane, bringing you comfort through the fear and the rain. If they were arrows, why the handcuffs now? Why the furrowed lip and the angry brow? You used our bodies to buffer the blow, then you told us it was time for us to go. It's a selective memory, a political game, giving us a title but denying us a name. The front line was a trench for the poor and the brown, while the rest of the city was locked safely down. We didn't have the luxury of work from home under the shadow of the Capitol dome. We are the ones who kept the lights on bright during the darkest hours of the viral night. But the pathway is blocked by a wall of hate, while we're still working at the same damn rate. The ghost is a witness, I'm checking the debt, a bill that the country hasn't paid us yet. You can't have the cure and deport the doctor, you can't have the meal and cage the adopter.
Essential for the economy, illegal for the society. You can't have both, pick a side, ghost witness.
Essential but illegal, the paradox agreed. We're the only ones who gave you what you need. A hero when it's desperate, a criminal when it's done, hiding from the law under a pandemic sun. Ghost witness screaming, the irony is deep, while the conscience of the country is falling asleep. If we were essential enough to die for the land, we're essential enough to have a home where we stand.
Section 18, the great betrayal. We were the shield. Now you're the sword, ghost witness. The truth doesn't need a visa. 72 tracks left. I'm out.
I kiss them goodnight, but they aren't mine. I watch them grow, while my own kids become strangers on a screen. I'm the mother they have, but I'm the mother I lost. Ghost witness, witnessing the nanny.
Yo, 6 a.m. and the luxury house is still. I'm making the oatmeal, I'm fighting the chill. I wake up the toddlers, I dress them in blue, giving them the love that I'm supposed to give you. My daughter is 5, she's 1,000 miles south, feeding a stranger while I'm starving her mouth for the touch and the kiss and the story at night, while I'm teaching these children how to do what is right. I'm the nanny, the shadow, the one in the back, keeping the house on a perfectly polished track. They call me part of the family when they need a favor, but I'm just illegal when the politics waver. I wipe their tears when they fall on the floor, while my own kids are crying at a different door. I see their first steps, I hear their first word, while the voice of my son is the thing I just heard on a WhatsApp message, a crackle of sound while I'm stuck in the city, forever bound to a check in a cage in a beautiful yard where being a mother is incredibly hard. Nanny's goodbye every single day, raising the kids while our own are away. A heart split in two by a border of steel, feeding the world with a love that is real. Ghost witness, reporting from the nursery room, a blossom of hope in a valley of gloom. You want the labor, you want the care, but you leave her own children in a state of despair. Yo, she knows their allergies, their favorite toys, while she misses the laughter and the birthday noise of her own flesh and blood, of her own DNA, withered by a system that keeps her at bay. She's raising the doctors, the lawyers, the elite, while her own kids are playing on a dusty old street. The irony is heavy, the hypocrisy is deep, caring for the ones who can't afford to sleep, while she's up at midnight, sending the pay to her grandmother's house in a town far away. Mommy, when are you coming? The phone starts to cry. She swallows the truth and she tells them a lie. Soon me and more, just a few months more, while the ice truck is idling outside the front door. She's the backbone of the suburbs, the secret of the rich, caught in the legal and emotional glitch. If she leaves, who will nurture? If she stays, who will mourn? A life that is constantly painfully torn, but the ghost is a witness. I'm marking the pain of the maternal love, falling like rain on a soil that hates her, on a ground that is cold, where the nanny's goodbye is a story of gold.
Bedtime stories in a language that isn't yours, cradling a future that doesn't include you. The wall didn't just divide the land, it divided the womb. Ghost witness, the nanny's goodbye.
Every single day, raising the kids while her own are away. A heart split in two by a border of steel, feeding the world with a love that is real. Ghost witness, reporting from the nursery room, a blossom of hope in a valley of gloom. You want the labor, you want the care, but you leave her own children in a state of despair. Section 17, the divided mother. The children will grow up, and they will remember her face, but who will remember the one she left behind? Ghost witness, I am the voice of the empty hug. 73 tracks left. I'm out.
Straight A's Dean's List. Perfect English. My diploma's a ghost. They gave me the wings, then they cut off the sky. Ghost witness. Looking at the degrees of dust.
Yo, I sat in the front row, I took every note in a country that's slowly cutting my flow. So I have to pledge allegiance since I was 5, just to find out I'm lucky to even be alive. Got the degree in my hand, gold ink on a page, but I'm still just a bird in a leaving last cage. I studied the laws that are now my enemy, calculating the man for my own misery. The nurse without a license, a builder without a permit, a brilliant mind and the system wants to burn it. They call me a dreamer like it's some kind of gift, while they watching the tectonic plates start to shift. The policy changed on a Tuesday night. turning my future from colorful to white. From dad got a nothing, from hope to the street. With the weight of the textbook under my feet, I speak the language better than the ones who hate me. But the ink on the paper is what's gonna slate me. Years of tuition, the sweat and the tears, feeding the beast of my ultimate fears. My degree is a mirror that reflects the lie of a land of opportunity that wants me to die. It green's as dust, dreams on the shelf, losing the battle to be my true self. Educated, boast in the land of the free, locked out of the life that was promised to me. Ghost witness, screaming from a university hall, writing the truth on the Ivy League wall. You can't deport the knowledge, you can't exile the brain, but you're drowning our future in a digital rain. Yo, I'm too American for the place I was born, and too illegal for the flag that is torn. I don't know the streets of my mother's old town, but the men in the suits wanna ship me back down. I contributed, I worked, I paid every tax, while the politicians sharpen the blade of the axe, using our lives for a boat and a chair, selling the souls like when I've even there. I saw my classmate get a job at the firm, while I'm stuck in the shadows for a lifetime perm. The dream is the trap, a carrot on his brain, to see how much labor and talent we bring before they decide that the boat is full and the welcome sign starts to lose all its pull. My diploma is a weapon, my mind is a threat to a system that thrives on the fear and the debt. We are the doctors, you never get to see, the engineers of a world that'll never be free. And if you kid this all out, who's gonna lead? Who's gonna sow the intellectual seed? But the post is a witness, I'm braiding the state. An F for the justice, a D for the hate. Keep your paper, I keep the fire, rising much higher than your corporate spire.
Cum laude, but no social model role, but no future. They taught us to read the Constitution, but forgot to let us live it.
Ghost witness, degrees of guts, dreams on the shelf, losing the battle to be my true self. Educated ghost in the land of the free, locked out of the life that was promised to me. Ghost witness, screaming from the university hall, writing the truth on the Ivy League wall. You can't decode the knowledge, you can't exile the brain, but you're drowning our future in the digital rain.
Section 16, the educated exile. You can take the paper, but you can't take the mind. Ghost witness, I am the lesson you'll never forget. 74 tracks left, I'm out.
The dinner is cold, but the house is even colder. They took the man, but they left the bills. They took the father, but they left the questions. Ghost witness, sitting at the empty table.
Yo, the clock on the wall is the only thing that speaks in a house that's been silent for 7 long weeks. One chair is empty at the head of the wood, where a man who provided for his family once stood. He left for his job with a kiss on the brow, but the space where he sat is a hollow one now. The rent is overdue and the fridge is getting light, while the mother is crying in the middle of the night. How do you pay for the light and the heat when the hands that supported you were off of the street? It's a financial ghost, a credit score stain, a family budget written in tears and in pain. He wasn't a criminal, he wasn't a threat, just a man trying to pay off a life-size debt. But the system don't care about the mortgage or rent, or the letters of love that the children have sent. The school bus arrives and the kids look around, searching for a hero who is no longer found. The empty chair is a monument of grief to a country that's acting like a common-born thief, taking a breath from the lungs of the home, leaving the wife and her children alone. Empty chairs and a table for one, the shadow of the father, the ghost of the son. The breadwinner's gone, but the hunger remains, caught in the middle of the government's chains. Ghost witness watching the house fall apart, recording the beat beat of a fractured up heart. You can't deport the love, you can't exile the soul, but you left a huge crater where there used to be a hole. Yo, she's working 3 jobs just to keep up the pace, with the lines of the struggle etched deep in the face. From the cleaning at midnight to the laundry at dawn, trying to pretend that the courage isn't gone. The kids ask for daddy, she says he's away. Prays that a miracle brings him back home someday. The psychological trauma, the deep-seated fear of a knock on the door that is always so near. The bank is calling, the eviction is close. An overdose of reality in a lethal-sized dose. The community helps with a box and a bag, but the spirit of the family is starting to sag. They took the pillar and the roof started to leak, making the strong feel incredibly weak. This is the hidden cost of the great removal, a policy that needs no one's approval, leaving a generation with a hole in their chest. While the politicians say that it's all for the best, but the ghost is a witness. I'm counting the loss, I'm measuring the weight of this heavy built cross. An empty chair is a scream in the night, a demand for the dark to be turned into light. Bills, chairs, they didn't just take a person, they took the foundation. Ghost witness. Empty chairs and a table for one, the shadow of the father, the ghost of the son. The breadwinner's gone, but the hunger remains, caught in the middle of the government's change. Ghost witness watching the house fall apart, recording the beat of a fractured up heart. You can't deport the love, you can't exile the soul, but you left a huge crater where there used to be a hole. Section 15, the broken home. The house is still standing, but it's no longer a home, ghost witness. I'm the memory you can't deport. 75 tracks left. I'm out. Table 4 needs a steak. Table 10 needs the fish. They love the taste, but they hate the cook. Behind the swinging doors, there's an army you don't see ghosts. Witness. Coming out of the heat. Yo, the steam is rising, the jackets are piling high. Another 12-hour shift under a window to sky. I'm the king of the dish pit, the lord of the prep. Watching every move, watching every step. Stainless steel Joe, but the grease in the fire. Feeding the city that treats me like a liar. I talk the bunnies while I'm swallowing the tears of a man who's been hiding for 10 long years. You see the chef's hack, the face on the TV with the backbone and a bistro. Loose just like me, no social, no gay, but just a knife and a rag. Working for a stack, that's a corp to gag. On me, invisible army in a white apron suit, turning the struggle into your favorite fruit. You died in the front with the wide and the light, while I'm battling the heat in the middle of the night. If I stop for a second, the whole system breaks. No pasta, no burgers, no premium sticks. But you want me deported, you want me in chains, after I blended the kitchens and cleaned up the stain. Your kitchen confidential, the secret in the sauce. The labor of the migraine is the hidden cost. Invisible army, we're holding the line, while the world outside thinks everything is fine. Witness screaming from the back of the house, a lion soul trapped in the skin of a mouse. We feed the nation, we cook for the state, but we ain't got a seat at the table. No, the back door opens and my heart skips a beat. Is it the delivery truck that fends on the street? We keep an eye start, but our voices are low in a world where the boss is the only one to know. Wage theft is common, but who can I tell? We complaining to the law is a ticket to hell. I'm the illegal hands making your 5-star meal, while I'm eating my dinner on a bucket of steel. They call it hospitality, but where is the grace when you can't even look at my tired out face? From the taco truck window to the high-end grill, where the fuel for the fire, where the grist for the meal. I've seen brothers vanish between the lunch and the dinner, taken by the system, labeled as a sinner. Every station's on the line, the sauce starts to burn. A lesson of justice that the city won't learn, but the coast is the wickets. I'm seasoning the trap with the salt to the earth and the truth in the back. You can't fire the truth, you can't deport the chase of a million lives that you're trying to waste. One justice, medium rare, no more shadows. Ghost witness. The kitchen
Country confidential, the secret in the sauce. The label of the migraine is the hidden cause. Invisible army, we're holding the line while the world outside thinks everything is fine. Myth is screaming from the back of the house. A lion's soul trapped in the skin of a mouse. We feed the nation, we cook for the state, but we ain't got a seat at the table of fate.
Ghost witness. Back of the house. Ghost witness. Back of the house. Ghost witness. Back of the house. The meal is served, but the check is overdue. Ghost witness. I'm as Christ you can't handle. 76 left. I'm out.